The Washington quarter has always been a legendary coin in American history, but when we talk about the 1986 Washington quarter dollar, the story becomes even more fascinating. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but collectors and experts know that certain rare conditions, errors, and unique mintages of this year can make it worth a fortune today. What makes it special is not just its role in everyday commerce, but the incredible values that some of these quarters can reach in auctions, ranging from thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, with the right features. The 1986 quarter was struck in two locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark and Denver with a D mint mark. These coins were made of copper-nickel clad, not silver, but the real treasure lies in high-grade uncirculated examples, proof coins, and rare minting errors. While face value is just 25 cents, collectors have paid jaw-dropping amounts for the right 1986 quarters, with certain proof coins selling for thousands and rare errors fetching tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine holding something in your pocket change that might be worth more than a brand new car. This is exactly why the 1986 Washington quarter has captured so much attention. When examining a 1986 quarter, one of the first things collectors check is condition. Coins graded MS 65 or higher can already start commanding strong premiums, especially if the luster, strike, and overall appearance are exceptional. In pristine mint state grades, some 1986 quarters have sold for well over $1,000. Even more astonishing are proof strikes, minted specifically for collectors, which can achieve values in the range of several $1,000s depending on their cameo contrast and deep mirror finish. Some top-graded proofs with flawless surfaces have broken records, hitting auction prices that most people would never expect from a coin minted in such large numbers. Now, here's where the real excitement comes in: error coins. The U.S. Mint in 1986, like in other years, occasionally produced mistakes that slipped into circulation. Double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets are among the most valuable types of errors. For example, an off-center 1986 quarter where Washington's portrait is drastically shifted can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Double die errors, where the design appears duplicated or shadowed, are also highly sought after, with values soaring into the thousands. Some rare 1986 quarters with dramatic mint errors have been known to reach figures as high as $10,000 or even more, depending on demand. Another factor that increases value is rarity in top conditions. Most quarters from 1986 entered circulation and became worn from daily use, making high-grade survivors much scarcer. Coins straight from original mint sets, untouched and well-preserved, are far more desirable. In fact, collectors are willing to pay big money for certified coins that achieve a perfect grade of MS 70 or PR 70 from grading services like PCGS and NGC. These perfect specimens, without any flaws under magnification, can skyrocket in value, sometimes fetching thousands upon thousands of dollars at auction. But let's not forget the emotional and historical value behind the 1986 Washington quarter. This coin represents a period in U.S. history before the state quarter program began in 1999. For many collectors, the 1986 issue is a classic pre-statehood quarter, making it a key piece in completing sets. Combine that with the thrill of potentially finding a rare error or pristine condition piece, and you have a coin that holds both sentimental and financial worth. Some collectors have even stumbled upon these gems in pocket change or old coin jars, turning a small discovery into a massive payday. Imagine pulling out a 1986 Washington quarter from an old coffee can and realizing it's worth $5,000, $10,000, or maybe even more. Stories like these are why coin collectors and treasure hunters are constantly on the lookout for 1986 quarters. Auction records tell us just how big the money can get. A high-grade 1986 D Washington quarter once sold for over $2,000. Proofs with flawless deep cameo designations have crossed the $5,000 mark. Error coins, depending on rarity and visibility, have reached tens of thousands of dollars. These numbers highlight that while most 1986 quarters are common, the right coin in the right condition can make someone very rich. For those interested in collecting, it's important to know what to look for. First, always check mint marks. Philadelphia issues carry no mark, Denver coins carry the D, and San Francisco struck proof versions with S. Second, examine the coin for sharp details, clean surfaces, and strong eye appeal. Third, keep an eye out for errors. Any oddities in the strike, doubling, or shape could mean you're holding a jackpot coin. And finally, consider professional grading, since certified coins with high grades almost always bring in higher values. The beauty of the 1986 Washington quarter dollar lies in its dual nature. To most people, it's just another coin. But to collectors and investors, it could be a treasure worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. That's the magic of numismatics, the hunt, the history, and the thrill of discovering that something as small as a quarter can be worth more than a luxury vacation, a piece of land, or even a brand new car. So, the next time you come across a 1986 quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. It might just be your lucky day, and that little coin could end up being your ticket to big money.